Addiction, what you're going to discover today, can completely change the way you face challenges and give you the strength you need to win this fight. Do you want to know how to apply Musashi's philosophy and methods to break chains and build a stronger version of yourself? Then keep watching, because the end of this journey promises to surprise you. Imagine Musashi on the battlefield, facing seemingly invincible enemies. He did not attack impulsively. First, he observed, analyzed each move, understood the true nature of the threat. In the same way, to overcome an addiction, you need to start by identifying its root. Ask yourself, why does this habit exist? What is it trying to fill in my life? Addictions are often just reflections of deeper pains, like stress, anxiety, or even boredom. Just as Musashi knew that every struggle has a story behind it, you need to understand what is driving this internal battle. Do a simple exercise. Take a piece of paper and write down all the situations that lead you to addiction. It could be a time of day, a specific feeling, or even the people around you. This is like mapping out a battlefield. When you understand where the enemy is positioned, you begin to gain an advantage. Now that we have this clarity, it's time to move on to the next stage. How to turn this awareness into disciplined action by eliminating what doesn't serve you. Let's continue. Now that you've identified the root cause of your addiction, it's time to act like Musashi. With focus, precision, and discipline, he said, cut out what doesn't serve you. This principle is key to eliminating distractions and elements that weaken your willpower. Think of your life as a sword that needs sharpening. Every time you give in to temptation, the blade loses its strength. So the first step is to recognize what fuels addiction in your daily life and remove those traps. If it's something that's constantly within reach, like social media, drinking, or even the company of people who negatively influence you, you need to strategically cut it out. Musashi didn't just cut down the enemy, he used his strength against him. How can you use the energy of temptation to your advantage? For example, every time you feel the urge to fall back into a habit, redirect that energy into something productive. Take a walk, write down your thoughts, pursue a hobby. This way, you begin to turn the fight against addiction into an opportunity for growth. This is the essence of discipline. Not fighting the urge, but redirecting it toward what strengthens it. Now that you know how to eliminate and transform it, it's time to create a new path based on Musashi's principles. Now that you've cut out what doesn't serve you, it's time to create something new. Just as Musashi did when he reinvented his fighting style. He believed that to win, you don't just eliminate the enemy. You have to build a path that continually strengthens you. Now is the time to replace the addiction with habits that align with the life you want. Musashi had a mantra in his 21 principles of life. Have no preferences that limit your path. This means that when building a new routine, you should be flexible and experiment until you find what really works for you. If a healthy habit seems difficult at first, remember to start small. 5 minutes of meditation, 10 minutes of reading, a short walk. The key is consistency. Also, set rewards for each small victory. Musashi knew that motivation comes from noticeable progress. Acknowledge each day that you resist the addiction and take another step forward. Don't dwell on the occasional mistake. Instead, focus on long-term progress. With each new habit you adopt, your mind becomes stronger, just as a samurai sharpens his sword with each training session. Now that you're building this solid foundation, let's understand how to avoid relapses and maintain your unshakable determination. Musashi said, "Victory belongs to the persevering." He understood that the true battle is not won with a single blow, but with an ongoing strategy that anticipates pitfalls and maintains focus. For you, this means adopting practices that shield your mind from relapses and reinforce your new reality. One of Musashi's most powerful teachings is embrace solitude to understand yourself. This doesn't mean isolating yourself, but rather taking moments of reflection to monitor your thoughts and emotions. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Am I being guided by the old habit or the new path? This kind of self-awareness is like a compass, keeping you on track. Additionally, prepare yourself for difficult times, just as a samurai never goes into combat without being properly armed. You need to have strategies in place to deal with triggers and temptations. This could be a list of healthy alternatives, a mentor or friend to turn to for support, or even a daily ritual that keeps you grounded. Remember, setbacks may happen, but they don't define who you are. The key is to get up quickly, learn from your mistakes, and get back on track. Musashi believed that every mistake is an opportunity to refine your technique, and the same goes for you. Now that you have all of these strategic tools, you are ready to take control and live with more freedom and purpose. Addiction is no longer your master. You are the warrior who decides what to do next. These teachings from Musashi are not just strategies for overcoming addiction. They are guides to living a more conscious and powerful life. With each small victory, you will be forging a stronger version of yourself. Now I want to know, which of Musashi's strategies do you think will be most helpful in your journey? Share your story in the comments, because your story may inspire others who are facing the same challenge. And don't forget to check out our latest video. I used the Lotus method to conquer my fears, and so can you. Where we explore more ways to use the wisdom of great strategists to transform your life. If you like this content, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and continue with us on this journey of growth. Remember, you are the samurai of your own life, and each day is a new opportunity to win. Until the next video.